I have to say I haven't felt like that in a while, and I think a lot of it has to do with where I'm at in my life. I can tell you there's definitely times when I felt, it's not pretty enough, but haven't felt good in my skin. But not necessarily because, of the outside. But I think that affects the outside. When you're not feeling good inside, you feel like to the world, you might not look good. And this little voice goes, well, who cares how you look? Because you've got this to do, you've got that to do, you've got all these great things going on in your life. But it's really hard when, you're single, you're trying to date, that's part of being a human, I think. Not even just being a female, but I think it affects females even more. And I've had friends that have told me that, they married people that have said, gosh, when you get pregnant, I hope I'm so attracted to you. Their husbands actually said that to them, and this is real, this isn't a reality show, and it angers me so much that there's so much focus on this physical and trying to attain a standard other than what we're given, which is more than enough. As we get older, the dating game, for example, there's times where I wondered, well, is it because I wasn't attracted to this person? Was I not pretty enough? Of course, those thoughts definitely happen, and then I come back to, well, no, I'm me, and I want someone that wants me just the way I am. For me, my yoga practice and my meditation is something that helped me, connect with my true self, my inside, and really seeing the possibilities of that. And if someone can recognize that, that's the kind of person I want to be with, not someone that's going to focus on the physical. It's one of the great practices. I always tell people, I'm bad at yoga. There's no being bad at yoga, because literally, for me, it's a space to really embrace my present moment. So no matter what's going on in my world, if I'm not feeling good in my body, if I'm not able to find a job or find a partner to be with, or not feeling connected to the world, that's my space to connect with myself. And then all of a sudden, not that everything's fixed, but everything becomes more manageable. And a lot of that is the combination of that deep breath, of really scientifically bringing the oxygen into your body, but then also feeling the strength of your body. And despite the fact that no one can do all the poses that you can do, where you feel like you're home again, it's just a wonderful feeling. And it's something that I've utilized with as a tool for gender-based violence. I work with a lot of girls that are recovering from whether it's sexual violence or a trauma in their life, and the breathing techniques and the yoga are a space where they really start to gain confidence again. And I think that's what it gives a lot of people, is a sense of confidence, a sense of everything's going to be okay, not just in a physical sense, but in a spiritual sense as well. I feel like usually when someone says that, they need to talk. And so I'd ask more questions, like why are you feeling this way? Did something happen? Really be there as a sounding board to find out what's really going on. Because rarely is it about really not feeling pretty enough. It's because someone said something and it triggered something in them, and an inadequacy or feeling of inadequacy, and how can we talk in a way that helps that person fulfill that empty space. I would say you're beautiful, just the way you are, and continue to believe in who you are inside, and you're beauty will shine. I wish I had known that, and granted I didn't give a lot of, but I'd say a good year of my life went to trying to fit in. And I wish that, someone would have told me that, hey, it's actually the way you are makes you fit in. and now it's considered something pretty cool, to be outside the norm, But that's the flip side. You don't see that when you're younger, where that's not acceptable. But if you make that acceptable, you can flip it. It's kind of like shifting the world.